Hello, this is Steve Ramona, your host for Doing Business with a Servant's Heart. I want to thank our sponsors, InPhone, and with InPhone, you can place your business on everybody's cell phone, turn their business into a web app, and with a click of a button, they'll have access to you 24/7. And also Pantheon.fm. Have you ever thought about monetizing and taking your podcast to the next level? Well, Pantheon can do that. Let us show you how. Reach out to Steve Ramona, the host, at inphone.co/SR1, and I will go over with you how you can make your podcast really stand out. Let's enjoy the show. Thanks again, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Doing Business with the Servant's Heart. And this is your host, Steve Ramona. I'm really excited. I've got to know Jimmy over the last few months, maybe longer, but he's doing some cool things, especially for your website. We all need marketing, but when you got a unique thing that you can use that will bring your ROI and your income up, you need to listen to this show. Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it so much, Steve, man. I can't thank you enough. Appreciate your time just to give me the opportunity to use my voice and some of the products and services that I have now available to small business owners, because that's one thing, Steve, is I love helping small business owners.
Well, let's get into that. Let's talk about live chat and how you do that and the power of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate it, Steve. So everybody's, it seems like everything's going AI, Steve. Everything's going to robots, and I've always heard that if everybody's zinging, zag. So that's what I've done here is created a live chat that can go on any website out there, and it's a real person. I've got 300 agents all across the world, and their job is to get that client leads or basically have a conversation with website visitors. So just imagine having a website and having someone, a real person on your site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that can speak English and Spanish, converting website visitors into leads. It seems so simple, but it is something that nobody has. About 42% have some type of website or a chat on a website, but typically it's a robot. Typically it's an AI. We all know it. We all swipe right, hit the X, close it out. But what if it was a real person that could actually answer your questions, that could literally say, okay, thank you so much for hopping on here. What can we do for you? What kind of questions do you have? And then I'm going to get that name, phone number, and email and send that to the client, which is amazing. So that client gets a virtual, basically a lead, a name, phone number, and email right to their email, right to their CRM, right to wherever they want. Do they want it on their phone? We can send it to a text. We can do whatever that client wants to do. So that's what we're changing. I believe we're changing the industry when it comes to chats, because I believe chat's been around for about 25 years now. But it's moving toward an AI. Why not keep that customer service there? Don't you agree?
I do, and it's humanizing the chat process.
Absolutely.
And I love the Spanish part, which I didn't know because I'm in California and Texas. Those are a couple of places I think of right away. We got a lot of Spanish speaking people here. So in that respect, if I'm Spanish speaking only, I click on it. How does it know that I need to hear it in Spanish or see it in Spanish?
You can flat out say, whatever. I don't even know Spanish. That's what's great.
So I'm verbally talking to the chat. I'm not typing it.
Yeah, you're typing it.
You're typing. Okay, so you type, if they put it in English, go, habla español.
There you go.
Oh, and then it converts and starts speaking in Spanish.
That's correct.
Are there future languages coming?
Yes, French.
Nice. Yeah. So let's talk about, sounds cool. Let's just go, it sounds cool. What is the ROI? Let's just use it. What benefits? Yeah. Let's get deep into the benefits of the company.
Get this. So usually around 32 to 40% conversion and increase in sales. And what I mean by that is if a client has a website, who is watching that website? My target audience is your skilled trade. So I'm looking for that plumber that's on the plumber that's under the sink, the roofer that's on the roof, the HVAC guy, the landscaping guy, I've got some pest control companies, I've got some lawyers, I've got some realtors. So I've got a nice little wide range there. But those guys, those are what run America, I believe. They're small business owners. They're so busy they don't have the time to be on that website. So now you've got conversion, meaning you're taking people visiting your website. So let's say you're doing advertising, Steve, and you've got people coming to your website, and how are they being converted? Because if nobody's there to answer, it's almost like somebody picked up the phone and said, "Hey, I want to talk to somebody," and nobody's there. So that's where we can increase sales 32 to 40%, because now we're taking that and having a conversation. "Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you so much. What are you looking to do? What can we help you with?" And that's where our live chat can really start converting. Now, as far as converting leads, that's on the sales rep. You really got to talk to your sales rep when it comes to converting what we're giving you. But this is an actual live lead within, let's say the office hours are 8 to 5. Let's say they're 8 to 5. We can literally connect them to your sales rep, whoever your sales rep is as well.
Let's switch directions because you get my head spinning. Let's talk about the customer service side. I'm a client of XYZ Plumbing Company. I have to hit that bot if I have a question. Hey, what's your location? Whatever. Again, it's a bot. I'm sure you delve into the customer service side as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what I'm saying. It's a real person. So what we do is we let our owners or clients send an FAQ sheet. So a nice little answer sheet. So they know, our chatters know a decent amount. Your top 10 questions that you get. What are your hours? What is your phone number? If it's a property, we can see where the person's at on the website and say, "Hey, click the tab up at the top right." So we can give them a little bit of direction as well.
Oh, that's very cool. The other thing is, it just slipped my head. It's funny. So we call it live chat. It fits on any website, correct?
Yes, correct.
So how does a client get started with you?
What we do is we of course show them a demo, show them how it works. We give them a couple of agents that are clients that we have now, show them how it works. Usually takes about 5 to 7 days to get set up. We send them basically a questionnaire. We want to know when did you start. We want to know as much as we can about your business, and then of course we need whoever your IT person, if that's you, or your whoever does your website. We want to make sure we're in good contact with them, because it is a line of code that we'll be sending to them to pop into that website, into the code of the website, and then it fires up. So within 5 to 7 days, there's a live chatter onto the site, and you're ready to rock and roll. And then we do a monthly fee to have that running each and every month.
Yeah. Give me a good story of a client using it and some results they had.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a client out in Hawaii. We're all across the world, by the way. We do have clients in Australia, Hawaii, doesn't matter. As long as you've got a website, we can pretty much, of course, you got to stay with the English and Spanish, but, English and Spanish is probably the top 2 in the world. So, but we can be in any place. Now, as far as a client, we got a pest control company out in Hawaii, was doing a lot of advertising, was getting people to the website, but again, had tried other chat bots out there and could not get the conversion that he was looking for. Then he called us, said, "Hey, I'm looking for a real person. I'm tired of this. I can't pay him." Think about this, Steve. Think about what a company or a client will pay to have someone on that website. I mean, how much is a secretary these days? I mean, it's outrageous, right? We're only charging a monthly fee, okay? And they're going to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, watching your website, handling questions from your website, converting those people, those website visitors, into leads.
That's great. What's the percentage of people when they jump on a website click on that chatbot?
It's interesting because we don't really throw ours in your face. What we do is at the bottom right-hand corner, it's a nice little box that pops up that says, "I'm alive." This is our number one question we get, Steve, is, "Are you a real person? Are you a real person?" So that's our number one. But it says on there, "We're a live person here to help you with any questions you may have." But yeah, I can't remember your question. Your question was,
what's the percentage of people do click on that chat box?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of people do hit that, because most of the time you do go to a website to get information.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's there for. So it's usually around 40 to 50% hit that once they hit the site, because it's there. Absolutely. Because it's someone to talk to. I mean, usually if you have a question, you want to, you're a lot of times research. Keep in mind, we research now. Usually this 20 times. 20 times we research a product or service before we buy it. So a lot of times it's the repeat. See, we track that kind of stuff too. We track the customer so that now we know that John because we don't want to charge you for a repeat customer. Obviously, we're not going to charge you for that. We're going to vet that, make sure that, oh, I see you back, John. What other questions can I answer for you?
And you don't get really charged for that.
No.
Oh, no, because it's a monthly fee. You don't charge per person.
That's
so
right.
somebody I could go on 4 times a week and do that. So one of the industry, I think this is huge, I want you to talk about, is real estate.
Absolutely.
So you're telling me, let's use the low end numbers, just to be fair, 40%. So if 100 people click on the clicks box, 32 of them will open the door to get to the realtor, and 40% click on it. So it's 430. So you're looking at about 20 to 30 people are going to be, hey, Steve Ramona, realtor. Delve into that a little bit more, because I think it's huge for realtors.
Yeah, and let me tell you how one of our realtors, Tracy down in Atlanta, how she's done this. If you're a realtor, pay attention to this. So she's busy. She's a high-end realtor. She's out there busy, right? She's slinging property. She's on the phone. She's in houses. This is what she did, Steve, which I think every realtor needs to do. So, of course, she can't answer phones. You don't want to miss calls. Missing calls is missed money in the real estate world, right? So she, on her voicemail, says, hey, I'm unavailable. I'm showing a house. I'm out here busy. I'm working for my clients. Just go over to my website. Follow me here. So go to my website and chat with my live chatter. They've got my calendar and answer any questions for you. And so I don't miss your call. Head over there if you don't mind. My website is such and such. Then they can go to the website, talk to a live person, and get on Tracy's calendar.
That's a great call to action. And that works for anybody.
Absolutely.
Realtors especially, but I mean, a plumbing company,
a
brick
lawyer,
and mortar,
an attorney.
Yeah, I mean, you brick and mortar, and
Insurance.
somebody, it's after hours. I own a sweet shop, candy shop. It's 10 o'clock at night and I'm closed. So you put in the voicemail, go to our site, click chat. That's listeners, this is big.
Now, wait a minute. What time is it at your time right now, Steve?
It's 11:16 a.m.
Okay, I get off work at 5 o'clock, but at 5 o'clock my time's 8 o'clock, right? But 5 o'clock your time, I'm already eating dinner. This is where this gets really fun. So my friends in Alaska who are on my site as well, agents have got it. So it's 4 hours. We're 4 hours. Let's see, we're 4 hours ahead of them. So not 3, but 4. So they had some clients in Florida wanting to travel to Alaska. Real estate agent, he's got our chat on there. And now they were able to have that conversation because they're getting chats at 10 a.m. Well, the agent's still in bed at 6 a.m. at Alaska. So that's where your time zone as well. So you're not losing business.
So recap of when you're not available to the customer, you don't have a bot, and you get all your questions answered. But the fourth thing that I think is what you're telling me is after that conversation, that transcript gets sent to the owner of the business.
That's right. You get the name, phone number, and email, and the transcript. So you already know how that conversation went. You want to talk about a good lead. That's a good lead. When you know what's happened before you got there, great. I saw you chatted at 3:15 today with such and such. Now, this is real time, by the way. You're going to get it as soon as that chat is over, you're getting it real time.
That is powerful, because Sunday night, somebody's watching a movie going, I want to, we need to find a realtor. They're talking to their wife. They jump on, boom. Nobody's Saturday or Sunday night, and then you wake up Monday morning, you've got 4 emails. Hey, Steve and Jimmy and Joey and Debbie, hey, they've reached out and know what they reached out about. So when I call, hey, Steve, so you asked about a house in San Jose.
There you go.
Boom. You're solving a lot. So then again, you're saving in labor.
Yes, tons of labor. Again, let's go back to the secretary. How much does it cost to have a person on your website? Not 40 hours a week, but 24/7. That's when it's priceless. I mean, it really is. And you don't have to worry about insurance and workman's comp and all the different things that come along with an employee. You've got a person there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, answering questions for your business.
Okay, we better do a shout out, because right now, like me, people need to reach out to you. I know how to find you. So anybody listening, how can they find you?
Yeah, we got a great website set up. It's just a basic website now. It just shows a little bit more about what I've talked about today, some of the benefits. FreightTrainLiveChat.com, one word, FreightTrainLiveChat.com. You can also go to FreightTrainMarketing.com, and it'll send you to the same place. And you just go in there, look over it, see how it is, and then you can request a demo with me. Put your name, phone number, and you'll go right to my calendar, jump in there. I'll show you how it works. There's no pressure at all. Just I'm going to show you how it works. If you like it, great. If you don't, great. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm going to show you a way that we can now increase your sales 30 to 40% by adding that to your website.
And it looks like any business has a website could use this. Yeah.
If you got a website and you don't have this, you're behind the bus.
Yeah.
And you can also, of course, email me for freighttrainmarketing@gmail or Jimmy Boheler at Gmail, and I answer mine. I've been told I've got some of the best customer service out there because I am very fast. Because I'll tell you, Steve, this day and time, the fast are eating the slow.
Yep. And it's not just behind the bus; it's behind the train. Let's add the train. So I'm going to add something here.
Okay.
I knew what Jimmy was doing, listeners. That's why I had him on, but now I've learned in deep and depth what he's doing. So I'm adding to your ROI. The first 4 people that reach out to Jimmy, I'm giving you a $20 Amazon gift card. I just got an email this morning. 3 people are going to get one today. Just mention the podcast or the name of the podcast, Doing Business with Servant's Heart, and Jimmy will get me your email and your phone and your name, and I'll email you guys a $20 Amazon gift card. And now you're going to get 32 and 40% ROI with Freight Train Marketing. So it's a double win today. We don't like one wins here, 2 wins.
I tell you what, let's double it down.
Okay.
I'll throw in a $20 gift card too as well if they come from you. How about that? So you're getting $40 now, $40 gift card. If you come in, let's do a demo together. Let me show you how it works. $40 gift card on the house. I love it.
Entrepreneurs out there listening and business owners, this is what we call serving in business. It's rewarding people for thanking them for doing something, to reach out and learn. And we're not saying you have to buy the product. You just reach out and mention it. We're both going to give you 20 Amazon gift card because we know when you hear it, a lot of you are going to go, this is a no-brainer. I better do it.
Yeah.
What is the one thing with this live chat that people do wrong with it?
They don't do it.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they just don't do it. They either don't have a live chat, which why I went to a website the other day, Steve, and they just did not even have. And I was looking. I had a question, and I'm going. I guess I'll email the guy. When am I going to get an answer back? You know, I need the question answered now because I don't know if you know this, but 400%. The person is 400% less likely to buy if they're not reached out to a live person or a voice within 59 seconds. Because we're in a fast-paced world. I'll go find someone else. That's what your clients are doing. They'll go find someone else. Why not keep them right there so as soon as that chat is ended, you can pick up the phone. Hey, I saw we just chatted. Let me chat with you. Let me see if I can solve your problem.
Yeah. No, this is really good. Now, from the look perspective, can the customer design the look of the chat themselves, or
they sure
wow.
can. We have a lot of customization that they can actually. One lady, what she does, she's a coach. If you're a coach out there, we have some coaches as well. Coaches, she does a free assessment. You click on there, hit your free assessment, and then it pops up, and you can literally do that in case maybe it's not for you, maybe that coaching is not for you, but you get a free assessment that you just click on there. Another one says a free estimate. Our pest control company out in Hawaii. You can click there and hit the free estimate and go ahead and just put your information in. They'll come out and give you a free estimate for that. And that's just in the chat. You don't even have to chat with the person. You just click either free estimate or I have a question. So yes, you can customize it.
If they want the assessment or the estimate, the customer can just bypass it and type in, hey, what are your hours on Monday? And then Absolutely. The person, okay, but just not, that's very cool.
Yep. And we can even, let's say like some of our attorneys, we do have attorneys that are any attorneys or lawyers out there. If there's maybe a set of questions, maybe this, question 1, 2, and 3, we can actually throw in a little bit of AI there at the beginning so that you can kind of vet which way you want that person to go. So we can do that as well. Also, you mentioned answering their question. Our chatters are trained to answer within 29 seconds of a client hitting, I have a question.
Yeah, that's a big problem with those chat bots is you'll chat and they've got 10 other, and you're waiting there. And then they go, you're not answering. We're shutting you off type of thing. Okay. You've got this thing down. Is this did you develop this?
If you don't mind, I'll share how this all came out.
Let's talk about it. We got a few minutes left.
Okay, good. So here's what happened. I had a problem happen to me. I was calling up to get new internet, right? And I get on the phone and it's press 1, press 2, press 1. I'm like, geez, can I not talk to a real person? We've all been there, right? But then it came on, a voice comes on. I got excited. I'm like, okay, here we go. And that person, a lady's voice comes on and says, head to our website for faster service. And I said, Steve, okay, I'll just hop over there. So I go to the website. What do you think happens? A bot pops up, press 1, press 2, put your zip code in. And I was like, where's the real people at? So I said, there's got to be a chat out there that actually has real people behind it. And I was very sad that there was not. I was like, there's not anything out there. So I did a little bit of research. Come to find out in California, out your way, there is a company that already had the backbone built. They already had the agents there. They had everything done, but they didn't have me, the freight train. They didn't have someone like me that could go into, because you know this, Steve. You talk about on your podcast every day. We're getting away from sales and transaction. We're going to more relationship. How can I help you? What can I do for your business? So they're a big company that couldn't get into the small business. And there I was. And I said, I want to buy in. Can I buy into your product? Just this one. I don't want any other stuff. I just want this one product that I can share with my freight train marketing and put it front and center. Put it front and center. And so now I have a lot of, if you're a digital marketer, I'd love to chat with you and see what you're doing for chat, because you probably are not doing it, or you have a robot that's doing it. And I'd love for you to see my product, and I could do some sharing evaluations on that, some revenue share on that as well. So, but yeah, I saw a need, because I just feel like the people really need that customer service. Because if we lose that, Steve, I just don't. I just think we're going in the wrong direction.
No, and it's going in that direction where it's transactional. Even LinkedIn, I've talked about it on my show before. I'm getting, hey, you need more leads. It's like, you don't even know me. Why would I even spend $500 with you? And that's what you're talking about. This is really powerful. There's a lot here. Okay, listeners, get your $20 Amazon gift card from me and Jimmy. Reach out to him. We're going to bring Jimmy back for an update. This is big. And we don't talk about pricing here, but the price is going to be worth it, especially if you are a coach and a plumber or brick and mortar or a realtor. You're doing 30, just think, okay, I'll leave you with this, 32% ROI. Use that odd number. It's a good number. It's my football number. So you'll remember that. But think about it. What's that mean to you? And then talk to Jimmy and see what his pricing is. Maybe it's not a fit and Jimmy doesn't need everybody, but I tell you what, if you have a website, you should have this on your website. But Jimmy, thank you for being on. I am enlightened, and that happens a lot, but it's happening more today. So I've known you for a while. And I'm excited to be able to get this out. One more thing. Can you help my audience with a little tip or advice before you leave that you've learned?
Yeah, I'll say this. It's just like you, Stephen, just like this podcast is, you're only one conversation away from exploding your business and solving a massive amount of problems to any client, any business out there.